Have you ever noticed how some people seem to come alive the moment they start organizing their home? Not because they have to, not because someone told them to, but because something inside them relaxes the moment they open a drawer, straighten a shelf, or fold a blanket just right. To some people, cleaning is a chore. To others, it's peace, it's clarity. It's the one moment their mind finally stops buzzing. Maybe that's you. Maybe there's a strange calm that settles in your chest whenever a room goes from chaotic to clean. Maybe you feel that tiny spark of joy when a space finally looks the way it feels in your head. Today, we're going to explore the psychology of people who love organizing their home, why it feels so soothing, why it's emotionally powerful, and why cleaning isn't just about tidiness, but about healing. Let's start with something simple, but often misunderstood. People who love organizing aren't always obsessed with neatness. They're often seeking control in a world that feels uncontrollable. Psychologically, our environment is a mirror of our inner world. When life feels messy, stressful, or uncertain, cleaning becomes a way to create order outside when things feel chaotic inside. That's why after a tough day, or after an argument, some people suddenly start reorganizing their entire closet. It's not random. It's not cleaning for fun. It's their brain saying, if I can make this corner peaceful, maybe I will feel peaceful too. This is a real psychological mechanism called external emotional regulation. Your hands organize the room, and your mind organizes itself. There's a biological side to this too. Every time you finish a small task, making the bed, wiping a counter, arranging your spice rack, your brain releases dopamine, the reward chemical. It's the same chemical that fires when you cross something off a to-do list. That's why even the smallest cleaning task can feel unexpectedly satisfying. Your brain is literally celebrating small pieces of order. For people who love organizing, that tiny spark of accomplishment isn't small at all. It's grounding. It's reassuring. It's your mind saying, you did something right. You're not falling behind.
Here's something deeper. A tidy home gives the subconscious mind signals of safety. Clutter, on the other hand, quietly whispers, you still have things to handle. You're not finished. You're behind. For highly sensitive people, that whisper becomes noise. So they clean not to impress others, but to quiet the internal static. A clean room becomes a sanctuary, a place where the mind can finally exhale. One of the reasons organizing feels so calming is because it's predictable. You know exactly how it starts. You know exactly how it ends. You move something, it looks better. There's a clear cause and effect. And emotionally, that's rare. People are unpredictable. Life is unpredictable. But organizing makes sense. It gives your mind something stable to hold on to when everything else feels uncertain. Not everyone cleans for emotional control. For many, organizing is a form of self-expression. Their home is a mirror of who they are. The way they arrange books, fold towels, or place plants isn't about tidiness. It's about beauty, harmony, and personality. Psychologists call this environmental self-identity. We shape our space, and our space reflects us back. So when someone says, I love making my home look beautiful, they're not being superficial. They're speaking the language of their soul. For some people, organizing slows their thoughts. It pulls them into the present moment. The rhythm of sweeping, the flow of water, the soft repetition of folding. It's meditation in motion. No sitting cross-legged, no deep breathing, just a quiet mind and moving hands. That's why after cleaning, Many people feel peaceful in a way they can't quite explain. They weren't just tidying, they were grounding.
Our relationship with cleanliness often comes from childhood. If someone grew up in an unpredictable home, messy emotions, unstable routines, they may crave physical order as adults because it gives them the consistency they never had. A clean home becomes a silent promise. Here, I'm safe. Here, I decide what happens. Others grew up with pressure. Mess was punished. Cleaning was demanded. And for them, tidying can feel stressful instead of calming. It's not about habit. It's about emotional associations. Studies show that visually tidy spaces literally lower cortisol, the stress hormone. That's why people say, "I feel lighter after decluttering." Your brain reads order as, "I'm okay. Life is manageable." A cluttered space communicates the opposite. "I'm overwhelmed. I'm behind." You might not hear those thoughts consciously, but your body does. Some people don't say, "I'm stressed." They just start cleaning. Wiping a counter becomes emotional release. Rearranging shelves becomes a way of realigning their mind. This is a psychological process called somatic regulation, processing emotion through movement rather than through words. That's why shining a surface or sweeping a floor can feel strangely comforting. You're not just removing dirt, you're releasing tension. Here's the deepest truth of all. Decluttering isn't about removing objects. It's about removing emotional weight. Every item you decide to release represents a tiny emotional decision. This no longer belongs to who I am. This chapter is over. I'm ready for something new. That's why people often cry or feel emotional while cleaning. They're not organizing their home, they're reorganizing their story. A clean home isn't about perfection. It isn't about rules. It isn't about impressing anyone. It's about peace. It's about clarity. It's about creating an environment where your mind feels safe enough to rest. So if you love organizing your home, if you feel calm the moment everything is in its place, you're not obsessed. You're not doing too much. You're simply caring for yourself in one of the most natural, human ways possible. Because peace isn't something you find. Peace is something you create. Sometimes with a broom in your hand, a soft playlist in the background, and a quiet heart that just wants the world to feel gentle again.